Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Aloha Taurus, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for February 2022. Yes, you heard that right. We are already going into February. Cannot believe that, but here we are. So welcome. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All of those things help my channel to grow and expand, so I very much appreciate your support. Those of you who have donated, thank you so much. I've been able to get a few more tarot decks, so we love that. We love having different and interesting tarot decks to look at. And I also have a quick announcement to make. I am offering soul sessions, so I have partnered with my beloved friend and artist who made my mural here. He and I are going to offer soul sessions. So essentially it's a one-to-one reading with me. So you would have a reading with me about your soul purpose. We're going to look into the feeling of your soul, your starseed origins, really getting into who you are at the core. And then once I have that information, he will make a beautiful fluid art piece for you that you can keep forever, which I feel like is great because sometimes we need reminded of how beautiful our soul is. And so this can be hanging on your wall or on your altar, and it's a way for you to come back into alignment with yourself and your soul sovereignty. So if you would like one of those sessions, please email me for details at thewhisperingdragonfly@gmail.com. Okay, enough of the announcements. Let's get to your reading. Okay, we'll take a little pinch of salt. Okay, Hawaiian salt, it gives you your minerals, but it also clears the energy and energetic field. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're going to look at your Keepers of the Light card. You got 2. You got Mercury, which is open communication. As this is being filmed in the first part of February, we will be in Mercury retrograde from January 14th and then 3 weeks. So somewhere around mid-February. Also, something that's very cool is Mars is going conjunct Venus on February 1st. Typically, these are the divine lovers, okay? The divine pair as far as planets go. And so typically they pair up for 2 weeks at a time. They're going to be paired up for 2.5 months. So this is a beautiful time for relationships, for expression. Venus was retrograde for the last 6 weeks. It's coming out January 29th. And so it'll be stationed direct once it pairs up with Mars. Okay, so really loving energy that's coming in. So we have open communication, then we have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Okay, so with Mercury it says get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. Paul the Venetian says experiencing grace. It says share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Beautiful Taurus, it's time to speak up and say how you feel. With this experiencing grace and the open communication, Taurus, I feel like you guys are such lovers, and I feel like now you're going to be able to express yourself in such a way that what they're saying is it's reciprocal. You feel back the love that you've been giving out, okay? Because Taurus, you guys are so good with your homes, sensuality, even with like foods, you know, thoughtfulness. But oftentimes I feel like Taurus, you don't actually receive back all of the beautiful that you give out. And it feels like this month of February, you're going to be receiving a lot of blessings, a lot of good things coming in. In what areas will the Taurus be communicating and experiencing grace? What areas? Let's look a little deeper into that. Ooh. Cool. We have Cancer, the sign of Cancer. It says nurture, comfort, and protection. So this is beautiful. It feels like your intimacy is increasing with your friendships and partnerships, okay? So it feels like this month, I mean, it's not a love-specific reading. This feels like this could be in all of your close relationships. It feels like you're nurturing and comforting yourself. You'll be experiencing grace, like it's okay to communicate. I do feel like many of you, this may be communicating how you feel to another. My dog just got really excited, if you can hear her, so she is like doing the most right now. So it feels like you're coming out of a time of being a little bit serious to where you can be silly, where you can share your feelings and your intimate emotions, and it's going to be nurtured and protective and met with grace. I feel like you're about to receive back all of that love and nurturing that you give to others in a really beautiful way, Taurus. It feels like it's just time. You have been, some of you have been keeping a bit of a secret, it feels like. I feel like you maybe, they're showing me more in a love romance sector, but in your relationships, you haven't said how you feel towards a person of interest, or you feel like they haven't said how they feel. And it could be at work too. This feels more relationally, but it's like there's something that you want to tell someone that you love that you haven't yet. And it's important to say how you feel and say what you need to say. And this opportunity will present itself by law of attraction. So the energies are just going to shift. So where you haven't been able to speak up before, you're about to be able to. Thank you, Penny. Alright. It feels like a lot of loving energy, like new energy is coming towards you. Yeah. I said loving energy and you got 9 of Cups. Let's get the rest of your tarot out here. And let's just see. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February. Okay. And 2 more. Gorgeous. Yeah, the energies are great. So we have Ace of Pentacles. So there may have been, in the recent past here, a want for new energy to come in, a want for new money to come in. I feel like, Taurus, you've been going through a change in your value system as well. Pentacles have to do with what we value and what we exchange as currency. So I feel like you've really been working on how you give your energy to others. I feel like you've been maintaining good boundaries. You've been learning how to really honor yourself in these past few months and do what's best for you. And now that's going to be rewarded. So we have a tower here at the beginning of February, but that tower is coming into a 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Okay, so I feel like you're going to have an unexpected movement and new energy with that Ace of Pentacles straight into something you've been wishing for. So whether that be love, romance, wishing for family connections to be harmonious, work to feel good, or to start a new job. This feels more relational on this reading rather than work related. So it feels like your energy is going to be more focused upon relationship, how you relate to others. It doesn't have to be romantic unless you want it to be, but it does feel strongly that there's an unexpected, either a confession, an unexpected receiving of what it is you've been wanting. We have this movement of swords, which is the Page of Swords. What is that? Gemini energy. And so essentially, like, there's movement. There's going to be a confession that happens, a conversation that happens, and it's rather unexpected, and it's really natural. We have the Heart of Cups and the Heart of Pentacles here. So this is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The energies here are very nurturing. Okay, this is the divine feminine. in her power. And this is not gender specific. This is feminine, the yin energy, the power of attraction. We have Cancer and Capricorn here. That may mean something to you. Who else is here? Aquarius and Cancer, sign of Cancer. So Cancer showing up pretty strongly in your read. Okay, so essentially you're going to be really having this conversation, and your heart's desire is coming through. I also feel like your heart's desire does bleed into how you show up in the world for work and philanthropy. The Queen of Pentacles is the pre-Empress energy. Okay, very fertile energy, very loving energy. This Queen of Cups is very balanced emotionally. We have the humpback whales here, okay? The female humpback whale, what's beautiful about this is that the males compete over mating rights, okay? So some of you may have a bit of a competition going on. There might be people, more than one person who is wanting to relate to you, but it feels like your energy is really gracious by the end of February, and you're moving into a healing. This is another wish fulfillment card. So with this Nine of Cups and the Star, you're going to see something that you've been wishing for come to fruition on the earth plane, whether that be a relationship moves to the next level romantically, your friendships or family, something heals in that and moves together, or if you've been building business or been waiting for an opportunity. There's so much grace that is in your reading, and there's so much healing and forward movement and wish fulfillment. It truly feels like nurture your dreams and your outcomes as you would a child, Taurus, and give yourself the ability to openly communicate, because you're going to be met with positive energy on the other side of it. Where you have been vulnerable, you're going to be greeted with grace, and you're going to be greeted with wish fulfillment, and it's all going to be rather unexpected. I feel like, Taurus, you can plod along through the things that you go through, and like you guys are kind of like workhorses, you know. You can really keep going even if you've had trouble, or even if you've had kind of denser energies around you. But now it feels like all of that's lifting, and it's time for you to get your rewards. It's time for you to be nurtured and loved, and I'm loving that this is coming forward for you in February. We have nature spirits, so you may very much want to be in nature. There is information there for you, Taurus. This feels very fairy-like. I'm also feeling a lot of the elves, and they're showing me unicorns. So mystical beings, being out in nature, meditating, all of that's going to be really useful for you, Taurus, especially spending the time in nature. If you can get outside and walk and ground and be amongst the trees, specifically trees, feels like they have a lot of information for you. They also have, what they're saying is medicine for you, and they have the beings living there that want to convey a message. But it feels like this is also all grounding. What you've been dreaming in the ethers is now coming to fruition on the earth plane. So I love this for you, Taurus. It's really, really beautiful. Gorgeous. And then we have, to close out the reading, we have dances on one foot, the balancing act. And it's this beautiful moth on here. Okay. Blends in with the environment, and it's this really beautiful dancing moth woman. So if you can see the face there, and then she's dancing, okay? But you have to kind of take a second look because it blends in. It's a number 9. That means completions and opening. Okay, the 9 opens to a new beginning. So you're learning how to balance things out. I feel like for many of you, Taurus, you have been working way too hard. And so now it's like what you give to everyone else. Now it's time to receive the nurturing. Now it's time to receive the love back and the grace and what you have given out to the world, because they're just showing like how much you give, Taurus, and it's time to receive. That's the balance. Okay, it's unbalanced if you're always the giver. They want one more of these cards here, the Heavenly Bodies Astrology, so I will. It feels really beautiful. It feels like this energy is about to shift, and I hear lots of laughter, and I hear like this surprised kind of joyousness of receiving, because you're not used to people celebrating you. And even though it's not your birthday time yet, I feel like you're going to be quite celebrated this month. Okay, perfect. We have Scorpio energy here. Love a Scorpio. It says intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. Okay, I feel like the past energies have been intense and purging, and so now you're at the renewing and exposing part. So it may feel a little bit vulnerable to say how you feel, or to let someone else tell you how they feel, or to accept the position of your dreams, or but you have the main energy of grace and renewal. So you are being renewed this month, okay? Everything that you've been purging. I feel like some of you have been on like cleaning sprees, they're showing, which is great because February 1st is Chinese New Year. So it's like, I feel like you've been getting ready and purging, and then now here's all of the beautiful energy coming back in to really bless you, okay? So thank you so much, Taurus. That's what I have for you. I have loved this reading so much. It feels really, really good. So enjoy your month, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Aloha.